We have failed. Failed the Order, failed God, who is the promise of a new dawn. Failed ourselves. The heretics from the Craven Corporation have seized Krieg 7B and stolen the voice of God. The priests of the Pax Dei have told us time and again of the ancient relics and their importance, and yet, in our arrogance, we have allowed the enemy to use them against us. Now our sacred starship has been driven from orbit, and we are alone on this barren world, surrounded by our enemies. Most of our heavy vehicles have been destroyed, communications are in shambles, and Craven is everywhere. The radio is filled with her wicked, beguiling voice, urging our surrender. I cannot shake the feeling of dread which has haunted me since I stepped foot on this world. First, Bishop Delandre went mad and tried to join the enemy. I've never had to kill a believer, a friend, before. Then we were defeated just as our scholars were preparing to awaken the relics and bring forth the Word of God. If it were not for the presence of those holy relics, I would consider this world cursed. But I will not yield. I am a deacon of the Pax Dei and a loyal servant to my order. I will rally my men. Our enemies will not sleep well after this dark victory. I know that the Paladin Magnus still roams this world, a free agent of God. If I can only contact him, I am certain he will know what we can do. As the sun rises, so shall our power grow. So it has been, so it will be again.
I am glad you still live, my friend. Praise the light.
Praise the light. Yes, I live. Half my command has also managed to survive the treacherous Craven assault. I feel the need to strike back at the unbelievers. But without the support of our starship and the words of a priest, how can we act?
The best we can. I have been making my way through the desert and have made contact with a few stranded dropships. We will have to use them as makeshift transports until our starship returns in force. Until then, I think I have discovered a way to recover some of the equipment captured by the Craven. They have a base here. They're getting ready to convoy out a large load of captured weapons. You must get into the base, retrieve what your troops can carry, and destroy the rest.
But how? I remember that base. It is too well defended to be taken by the forces I have now.
Things are too dangerous for normal conventions, my friend. To survive and bring misery to the heathen, you are going to have to improvise. You cannot defeat the defenders in honorable combat, but you can lure them out with a diversionary force, while your remaining Marines sneak into the base.
I do not like skulking around the enemy like a dog, but I see your point. Son, forgive us. So, where is the best place for a diversion?
The Krays have 4 outlying guard posts surrounding the main base. One to the northeast, southeast, southwest, and to the northwest. Just remember to have your incursion force hold their fire until they find the truck convoy. The outer guard units will fall back as soon as they realize the main base has been penetrated.
I understand. I will go prepare my men. Light be with you, brother.
And you, my friend. Magnus out.
New drop zone. Landing vehicle entering atmosphere. Mission update. You must pull the Craven security forces out of position by attacking one of these outposts.
Weapon secured. Yes, Deacon. We will move. Waypoint added. Waypoint added. Waypoint added. Yes, Deacon. Waypoint added.
Waypoint added. Waypoint added. Waypoint added. Waypoint added. Waypoint added.
Mission update. Craven Security is reacting as planned. Recommendation. Circle around and enter the main base from the opposite direction.
Waypoint added.
Squad
Yes,
2
Deacon.
taking hostile fire.
We will move.
Alert. You must find and destroy the trucks quickly. Succeed or be destroyed yourself.
Waypoint added.
Hostile infantry eliminated.
Yes, Deacon. We will move. We shall move at one. Move command understood. Yes, Deacon. We will move. Waypoint added.
Alert. You have found the target vehicles. Recommendation. Destroy the remaining equipment and retreat to the drop zone.
Free fire.
Engaging the unworthy. Move order received.
Hostile hoverdyne
We are
eliminated.
on our way.
Hostile hoverdyne
Engaging the
eliminated.
unworthy. Yes, Deacon.
Hostile hoverdyne eliminated. Hostile hoverdyne eliminated. You have completed your objective. A dropship has been summoned and will arrive at the designated pickup point.
Waypoint added. Waypoint added. Waypoint added. Waypoint added.
Yes, Deacon, we are moving.
Mission accomplished.
I begin this confession with the hope that it will someday find its way into the hands of a priest, so that my thoughts and actions may be judged, and if I still live, the necessary corrections be made in my faith. I freely admit to the sin of pride in pursuing this campaign without the guidance of the clergy, but we have had little choice. The Order is surely sending reinforcements, and these heretics must be delayed until they arrive. Paladin Magnus and I must coordinate our efforts and strike where the enemy least suspects us. Sometimes the will of God is left to simple soldiers to carry out. I can only hope the priests will agree with my interpretation.